Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the New England Patriots.
Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They're halfway home, looking good, at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here we go! Here we go!
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Come on now. Check, 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 check. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Bang, 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 bang. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burns. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They'll run on first down. It's Burns down to about the 45. Now you look at this Patriots defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Choose the light.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, check that. Street. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So here are the Patriots now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try to create some space.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes, and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
Throwing now, May on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're going to throw. May. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They'll throw on first down with May. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. We look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 17 carries, 71 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Again, it's Stevenson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bringing him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To the air, May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. And they go play action with May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's May. And this is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burns. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive. And out from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burns. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They're going to look to throw. Able to find Pryor. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To the mic.
Looking to throw. Cryer has it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. A good pickup there at 22.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown! David Njoku. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Well, incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw with May. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. From just outside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Got it. Ready?
Now 2nd and 3.
Check. Panther.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Sponge. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burns. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Set. Temple. Check. Let's go.
On first down, it's Burns. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a give right side. Burns. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half. And he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eye.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at and see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return. As it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this mid-season contest. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On first down, here's May. Oh, he stays up. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now, but they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing here is May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll look to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They run once more with Stevenson. They'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Browns to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
80 yards yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burns to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
It's Burns, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Fights him off. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
We got 3. Go.
Up the middle they go. Burns fights through and now a crease. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
After 60. Go check. Go check.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Nifty move. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mike 2.
Ready. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burns. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
Check. Check it out, read. Panther 11. Watch 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Okay,
this offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Trap 60. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Here's a give up the middle. And this time he is in. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. best kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Now May on first down.
And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second down, May. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Grant Delpit
coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And take it right at the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Cedric Tillman, 44 yards. And the Browns are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's May.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Check back, 6. Tackles. Mike 6.
Now back to throw.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively in the fourth quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Hawk 70. We want it.
force the man in motion. Back to throw now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They'll look to throw again. Checking this down to Stevenson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to forward on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On second down now, it's Burns, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Burns. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. You better bring it. Check safety, check safety. 19 Lion. Choose the mic.
They'll run on first down. It's Burns, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On second down, it's Burns, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Up the middle they go. Burns, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
On second down now, it's Burns.
And some strong running there as he's down just shot.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatically get to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Browns, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.